Welcome to the RSP Boiler Room. I'm Matt Waldman with the Rookie Scouting Portfolio. We're going to take a look at Iowa State runner David Montgomery. He's an exciting back. And we're going to look at two plays, one that works well and one that doesn't. We're going to start with the one that doesn't work very well. And we're talking about process in terms of how this works, not actually results, because this is a process-oriented show. This is how we evaluate by process, not just by the final product. Process can tell you a lot more. And in this particular process, you see that he falls down. The result wasn't very good either. But why does he fall down? Well, first there's penetration coming from the right side, and he notices this right about here. You can see the helmet of the defensive end wells to the inside of the edge, and he's going to be able to get in downfield. And you see Montgomery trying to react to that by performing a jump cut. But look how many yards he jumps, almost 3, to plant and turn his hips, and he slips and loses his balance. When you change direction, you want your feet on the ground. In order to have your feet on the ground, you need to have a smaller depth of step in order to set that up. But see how he goes from the 46 to almost the 43 and slips to the ground? Didn't work very well. In contrast, let's look at a play later on where he does a good job of this, and he's going to deal with penetration from number 91 here, who I've circled off of the center here. And see how he gets that push off the center? Well, look at Montgomery, and you're going to see him right here assess that penetration and take one little plant with that right foot and then change direction with the turn of his hips, and he gets outside. He also lands a really nice stiff arm. And look where that stiff arm is located. It's in the crook of the inner arm and the shoulder of that defensive tackle, which helps him maintain leverage and get outside. Now, he's going to lose yards here too, so the result wasn't very good either. But the process is better because in this end, you can say when we're talking about the responsibility of the runner, what does the runner do to make this play good or bad? He keeps his feet and changes direction to get away from the penetration, where before he loses his feet and his balance. So depth of step is very important, and is an important difference between having a good process and bad process when changing direction. So now we're going to take a look at a run that actually works out very well for David Montgomery. And it's one where it's an inside zone. He's looking to the middle and everything's clogged up. And then he reads number 1 here coming off the edge on the right side once again to get penetration. And you're going to see instead of taking a 3-step hop or a 3-yard hop or even a 1-yard hop, you're going to see just a little bit of a move there, about a half of a yard with that left foot to plant, and then he sees number 1 coming, and he makes another plant with that same foot, and it's barely a yard, maybe a half a yard. So overall, he may have used like 2 little jab steps with the same foot in succession to get outside here, and there are 2 little hops. So the closer he was to remaining on the ground, the shorter, choppier steps helped him set up the more dramatic move that he was looking for to get outside. So it's a good, instructive example, with 3 different runs of how change of direction can be impacted by the depth of your first step or your forward steps to set up your moves to the outside or lateral moves. Very well done, David Montgomery. This is a nice looking play. Thanks again for watching. For more RSP Boiler Room videos, you can check out my YouTube channel, the RSP Film Room, my site, www.mattwaldmanrsp.com, and I have a new podcast out called the RSP Cast. You can check it out on iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn, as well as Google Play. Thanks again.